leads us to Butterfly Throw Up. The song opens up like crazy cuts and shit, and I basically sampled stuff from the, what is it, Murders Out in Hollywood, Roman Polanski murders, and I was just watching a documentary, and I took some cuts from that because throughout the story, the monarch is very ruthless in what he does. He's a mad king of sorts, as the name would go, a monarch, you know, gotta kind of take those hints as you go along. And yeah, it's basically a police crime scene, and it's again just describing things that are around, and like, can't really explain it better than that. Next is an interlude, He Spoke Rhymes. This is kind of different because I used some of the cuts from the record, and it's just very creepy. It's about a dude just sitting down towards the door of the room that they're in, and just muttering to himself. So it's like a crazy persona of a dude that you know has really had too much on his mind, and he just sits down one day and he goes into this like kind of trance, all like beatboxing and all that shit, just going loopy with hip hop, and that's what that's pretty much about. Brings us to the leak on the album, the only one that I've leaked so far, and yeah, I'll be happy to know it's changed a little bit. If you go to my Bandcamp, other than the YouTube one, you'll notice the difference. There's more of like weird cuts in the beginning and stuff like that, so it's kind of interesting. I leaked that track very early, just because I wanted to give people more of an idea of what I was doing, because I post a lot of my artwork and shit on Facebook, and people just don't really get the gist of it a lot of the time. They like it and all that shit, but at the same time, it's like, they probably want to know what it's going to sound like. They want to know stuff about it, other than just what the fuck, like, it looks like. It's because you don't look at music, fucking hear it. Brings us to The Getaway, which is a feature track. I got Evil Ebenezer on there. Wow. My whole idea for this track, I sat down, it was one of the first tracks I wrote, and mind you, I wrote this whole album in like a week, like less than a week. I had the idea, I made the beats, and then I just sat down writing to every beat. This all happened within like a weekish, week and a half period. It was a loose idea, basically me robbing a Brinks truck and then trying to get away. And so I looked at that for what it really was, and everybody kind of has those ideas when you're just rolling down the side of the street and you see a Brinks truck, and it's just like, I wish they dropped a bag of money. Jesus fuck. Yeah. You wouldn't get far with it though, and I guarantee you that. It's just one of those tracks. I used a lot of descriptiveness as well with it, but it's more you can get the feel of I'm really trying to get away from something, and it just keeps following me. The hook is very on point, very forward with, you know, he moves from chamber to chamber. It's another cut from the album, from Edgar Allan Poe. I dropped that in the rhyme as well. Evil hits that shit like a fucking ton of bricks. I love that verse. It's fucking sick. On to another interlude. It's called You Shall Not Behold This. I kept it real simple with this. There's no scratches. Just the cut from the album, and it's a short, like 45-second interlude, and it's just basically, you know, I've gotten everything I want. I've gotten my cake and eat it too, and this is the warning. It's the warning label. You know, you shouldn't do that shit. You can't do that. There's no rightness about just like, you know, seeking out what you want and using all exploitiveness to go get it. It's just wrong. You should, you know, take the right path and don't be all like dark sidey about shit, Mr. Snake Fiend. So yeah, it was just bare bones, left it the way it was. I really honestly wanted to do more with it, but at the same time I couldn't. Every time I went to do something, there was some weirdness that was just like, no, leave it. Just leave it. Leave it or rap on it. And at that point, for this EP, I didn't feel like I wanted to say much more. It was just more descriptiveness at that point. And again, the comic book is really gonna depict that, because at this point, I haven't finished it yet, and it will be finished soon. But that leaves us to the last track, Stone Breaking, in which I ignore the heeds of the morning and open the case and start fucking with the stones and realize how much power I have. And that's what the comic book as well, again, depicts. In the track, I go ballistic. It's one of the more like untamed tracks on the album, where I go and there's not really a limit to what I wanted to say. I just wanted to keep going. This was one of those tracks that it was hard for me to sit down and stop writing to, because there was just so much more to say, but at the same time it was just, I had to keep it in the lines of the comic book realm that I had invented. Basically, it's flipping the script from the whole rest of the album, and just basically, like, now I get to dish the dirt even harder. It's the hardcore track. Hopefully in the near future I'll have a video for it, so look out for that. And that's about it. Other than that, the album is just fucking, it was super fun to work on. I mean, I can't say that, like, I won't make another album like this, but at the same time, it was an album for me. I wanted to make this for me because I don't hear a lot of hip hop like this, and like, one of my hugest influences, probably, everybody that knows me knows this, but like, I mean, for the people that don't, is Doom. Doom's huge, and for me, he incorporated comic books and hip hop in a way that really left a lot of people fucking like scratching their head, like, I don't get it, and all them other cats are just like, yeah, we got that comic book steez. Because as a kid, I was hugely into comic books. I still have Spider-Man #1 in my kitchen, silver foil edition. It's all like framed and shit, because I love Spider-Man, you know, RoboCop everywhere, fucking huge comic book influences. So I just wanted to keep it true with that aspect, and give people something a little different from me, other than like, kind of like Inner Demons or something like that, because that was a little more introspective and a little bit more depressing. So I kept it fun with this one, motherfuckers. Anywho, I'm gonna get back to my fucking dollar store crackers, because they're the best. And if you don't eat them, you're fucking welfare.
6 6 6 6 1 1 1 1 3